Yes, ma'am. Let us start. Good evening. So yesterday we discussed about how much to capitalize. That was the discussion going on, correct? And that how much is based on the what is it based on? Based on the type of borrowing. That is specific borrowing, general borrowing, correct? Right. Specific borrowing means you have borrowed specifically for the purpose of qualifying asset, right? And if it is general borrowing, it is not specifically borrowed for qualifying asset, but money is being used. And we wrote when you have spent for QA some X money, correct? You have spent for QA X money, and what is that? Your specific borrowing is lower than what you have spent, and general borrowings are sitting in the balance sheet. Means it is a basic assumption that you have taken it from general borrowing, that money has been used. Are you getting my point? Yes. So you have to do something. Some working is supposed to be done. Right. Hello. Now let us look at the specific borrowing. Specific borrowing come. Let us look at. See, the point is very simple. Point is very simple. With respect to specific borrowing, means this money has been borrowed for the purpose of the qualifying asset, and it is not been used for any other purpose so far. You try to understand. I am going to tell you one point. That point you need to understand means how is it happening? You have to understand it. Yeah. So catch carefully, very carefully. Otherwise, I mean, you will get some doubts later. That will be bouncer later. Okay, not now. You will not get doubts now. Okay, you will get examination hall mein doubt aayega. Right, all valid doubts will come because that 3 hours your mind will be very effective. Now in the classroom it will not be that level. Obviously it is not. For teacher it will be effective. For student it need not be. So our mind will work very effectively in these 3 hours. But your mind will work. That 3 hours are very dangerous 3 hours. Correct? Chalo, no problem. If you are borrowed specifically, just listen. Money is waiting for the qualifying asset. Say example. Sir, we borrowed. Observe, don't write anything. We borrowed 100 CR, sir. Very good. Now question is, but out of that my qualifying asset, so far I used only 20 CR, I used it, sir. Only 20 crores I used. Okay, super, sir. That means what is happening to 80 crores? Basic question. It must be lying with the company. Are you using this to 80 crore rupees for some other purpose? Mostly no. Your banker will not allow so easily because it is for specific purpose. He has given a loan. That's why again IATR also will comment. It is not used for the said purpose. Caro report mein he will also do. You are getting my point. So has it been used for the said purpose or have you misused it? Wrong usage also has to be commented by IATR in Caro. Are samajh mein aaya? So that's why, my dear, in case of QA qualifying as a 20 crore used means our remaining 80 crore may be sitting in the bank account, right? That is either current account you may be sitting or small fixed deposits, maybe like 30 days fixed deposit, 90 days fixed deposit, 1 year fixed deposit may be sitting. Observe the difference, try to catch it. With respect to general borrowings, my dear friend, okay, I have in my example I gave you general borrowings are 2 plus 3 plus 1 means 6,000 general borrowing is there. Correct, na? Right. Today I took some 10 crore rupees for my qualifying asset purpose. I took assume. What is happening for 5,990 crores? Is it waiting for QA? Are you using it for some other purpose? You are using it for some other purpose. Are you getting my point? Till the date it is used for QA, that money has been used for some other purpose. That money is not waiting for your qualifying asset. Are you catching point? Because next sentence will come. Next sentence is what? If you have borrowed specifically, what amount should be capitalized, sir? What amount should be capitalized? Whatever the borrowing cost, that is interest cost, whatever. I say simply whatever the borrowing cost incurred. Otherwise actual cost incurred, I'll say. Actual cost incurred X money. Assume there is no transaction cost, nothing. On this 100 crore, 10% is my rate of interest. So 10%, correct? 100 crore into 10%, that is equal to 10 CR. I will be writing here for the current year. Okay, minus minus what do I do? 80 crore you must have kept in some fixed deposit, something temporary. Temporarily you must have blocked it so that at least some chiller will come. कुछ तो कुछ मिलेगा ना. 10 crores I am losing. Maybe 1 crore I will get. अरे समझ में आया? हाँ राइट. That's why what do I say? Interest income. क्या बोला? Interest income. That amount that is say 1 crore only has come. We say 9 crore rupees. 9 crore rupees. This is the amount to be capitalized. This is the amount to be capitalized. Have you understood my point? But listen, here I am deducting the interest income because borrowed is 100 cost. 100 rupees is the borrowal. What is borrowing cost? What you lost because of the borrowing. I paid to banker in one hand, correct? Na? In one hand 10 crore rupees I gave it to him. From his money only I booked the fixed deposit and I earned 1 crore rupees. So in net really I lost is 9 crore. That 9 crore is supposed to be capitalized. Yeah, here, listen, here concept is what? Have you used the money? Not used the money is not the point. Still 80 crore is sitting in what? Bank account somewhere, in FD, somewhere it is parked for the time being. Hello, correct? Right. So here, what do I say? Here, whether amount is used for QA, amount is used for QA or not is necessary. Is not necessary, I say. We just don't care whether you used it, correct? 100 crore, 100 crore rupees should be used. Why not required? It is meant for that. It is waiting. This money is waiting for the QA, correct? Maybe there is some delay in usage, whatever the reason. Temporarily, I am parking it. So this money is for a specific purpose. Entire amount, actually, whatever you have incurred, any interest income, what you have derived, that should be reduced. Balance should be capitalized. Have you got my point? But deduction of interest income, it is not possible with respect to general borrowing. Why general borrowing? Hello, you understood? 6,000 crore you took. 6,000 crore is the general borrowing. Kya bola? 6,000 crore is the general borrowing. But out of that you took how much? Hardly 10 crore you took. Correct? Now you should capitalize. You should capitalize interest on 10 crore rupees, sir. Okay, sir. Balance of 500 crores was lying there, sir. So 500 crores into 10% aa gaya, sir. So 6, correct? You understood by this time? Is it possible? That money was not waiting for the QA. That money must have been already used for some said purpose. Because I have not borrowed it for my QA. That's why deduction of interest income under general borrowing concept is not applicable, not allowed. देखो समझ में आया? You must have learnt in IPCC. यहाँ पे interest income cut करो बोला, sir. But उधर this side he must have not told. You must have also not asked. In case of specific cut करो, correct. But in case of general, why not? Why not means the money is being used from today. So from today onwards, the interest will be charged on that 10 crore to the extent of 10 crore. I borrowed 6,000 crore. Yeah, you used only 10 crore out of it. Then how can I say cut interest income for 5,990? Yeah, negative आएगा, correct? No, E side asset will become E side liability. I think, I don't know. God knows what it will become. You understood? Illogical, correct? Na? In case of what do I say? But in case of general borrowing, GB, in case of general borrowing, money, correct? Na? Money is being used for some other purpose, till the date used for QA, correct? Na? That's why what are you supposed to do? Your interest should be calculated from which day? From the day you took. From that day only you should do. So, correct? Na? So, interest should be capitalized. Interest should be capitalized. Capitalized from where? Capitalized from the date. Interest should be capitalized from the date. Which date? From the date we used for QA. Okay, from which date onwards you have started using the money, from that date onwards only interest will be capitalized. Are you getting my point? Right. So can you make a note of this first? This not relevant. I mean, yesterday's one. Have you understood or have I confused properly? Yeah. Confused properly? Yeah. No, no. Some clarity has come, no? Huh, whatever case. No, that is not with respect to specific. I can't use it for other purpose because I borrowed for specific. Got my point? Okay, suppose example debenture I am issuing. I will say I want to open one new factory. Correct. Na? Debenture is not like a bank loan. Bank loan hai to what will happen? Banker will come, check the progress of it. Then only he will give you the correct. After you spend only he will give the loan money. But in case of debenture, what will happen? First day only money will come. Different. So in case of bank, no issues, nothing will happen. But in case of debentures and etc., it will be different. So since it is borrowed specifically and that money I can't use it for anything else, no, it will make sense to charge full amount because it is for qualifying asset. Okay, it's always like that. Right? Shall we? Yeah. Yeah. Now the point is, next point. Huh. Yes. With respect to general borrowing, what I would like to say. Yeah. I told you the point is here. I have so many borrowings. Yes. What are the borrowings, sir? I told you borrowing, general borrowing. One is there, general borrowing. Two is there, general borrowing. Three is there. So many borrowings are there for me. Correct. Maybe first borrowing rate is 10%. This is equal to 8%. This is equal to 7%. Something like that per annum. Agree? Different rates will be there. Correct? Huh? Right. Now, I said you will be applying the rate, you will be applying rate from the date of usage. From which date onwards you are using that money for the qualifying asset, from that date interest should be capitalized. Correct. But at what rate? From which loan you took? First loan, or second loan, or third loan? You don't know. Can you identify exactly? Once you put into cash box, from which note you took means how can you tell? RBI also cannot tell. Right? So it's just not possible. That's why what are we telling? You capitalize using the weighted average capitalization rate. That is called capitalization rate. That is nothing but weighted average rate. So getting my point? Yeah. So what are you supposed to write? One line you here you write. Borrowing cost should be borrowing cost. Borrowing cost from you write. Borrowing cost from GB. General borrowing should be capitalized. Should be capitalized using weighted average borrowing rate, weighted average borrowing rate from the date of usage, from the date of usage of amount. From which day used? Sir, April 15th onwards I am using. April 15th onwards I should apply the rate. Okay, we'll take some examples, 1 to 3 examples we'll take it, then you will get more clarity how to calculate. Yeah, for one client we calculated like this. It is there. Even if you must have also seen, sometimes what happens, because you're an article, some firms they will allow you to look into from top to bottom, they'll allow, but some cases they won't allow. Right, that is the problem. You may get the working paper, you may not get the working paper. Right, anyhow, doesn't matter. Now let me take a situation number one. Situation number one is simple, straight. Okay, right. Say on 31st. Yeah, this is okay kind of example. It doesn't matter. First base, development. 3 steps may will complete everything. Yeah, on 31st March, there is a QA of 1000 rupees you spent. 1000 crores you already incurred. QA balance is how much, sir? 1000 crores is there. Okay. There is a specific borrowing. How much, sir? There is specific borrowing of 400 crore is already there. What is the rate of interest? This is the 10% rate of interest. Okay, sir, which date I took loan? Which date I took loan? Let us say 1/4/2020. From the beginning of the year only it's there. Okay, very nice, sir. That is specific borrowing. This is SB. Specific borrowing. Next, there is 10% of general borrowing loan 1. Correct? Na? There is 7% of general borrowing loan 2. There is 8% of general borrowing loan 3. What is the amount? Let me say 3000 crores, 2000 crores, 1000 crore. Totally 6000 crores. 6000 is only for GB. I am not adding above SB. Correct? Right. When did you take loan? Assume first question. Let me make it simple right away. Got it? All the 3 same. All 4 top to bottom same. Now the question. What is the question? Interest. Correct? Na? How much should I capitalize? First I should know interest. Na? Perfect. Tell me interest amount. How much? Interest amount I am saying. Interest amount. Alright, 1 second. Before this I'll say number of months. Number of months. Number of months are 12 only. Na? 12 months, 12 months, 12 months. From 1/4 to 31st March. Okay, now interest. Interest is how much here? 3000 into means 300. 7 2 means 140. Correct? Na? This is equal to 80. Yeah, total interest. Only general borrowing you are calculating. Correct? How much? 520. So now what is weighted average? Weighted average borrowing rate. Weighted average borrowing rate. Weighted average borrowing rate. Tell me, weighted average borrowing rate means what by what? 8.6. How did you get 520 divided by 6000 into 100? You must have applied. That is equal to 8.6 percentage. Hello? Hello, understood? Right, 8.6 you should apply. Correct, na? Right. So now what is the qualifying asset amount? Qualifying asset amount, how much you spent? Actually 1000 CR. But out of this, SB. SB is equal to how much? 400. SB rate is how much? 10%. So 10% means directly 40 is the interest to be capitalized. Interest amount. Then what is the difference number? This is nothing but general borrowing. The general borrowing I should take 8.6 percentage. Whatever you computed now, you have to take it here. Hello, correct? Take that 8.6 into 600. 20. 52 ले लो, round figure. Okay, that means how much? 92. 92 is what? To be capitalized. अरे समझ में आया? This is to be capitalized. Now look at the question. When I say 92 it should be capitalized. 92 should be capitalized. Now the question actually what is the total interest you paid? What is the total interest paid? Incurred 520 plus 40. Correct. Now totally you paid 560. Out of 560, what is supposed to be capitalized? Yes, what is supposed to be capitalized? 92. The minute you say 92, then how much? 468. This should be transferred to P&L. Hello, correct? Right. Now tell me journal entry, can you pass? What is the journal entry? Qualifying asset account debit 92. Correct. Now finance cost or interest expenditure. Correct. Now interest expense account debit 468. So to either cash or paid or payable. Correct. Now payable that is equal to 560. Like this one journal entry will be recorded. Is it clear and straight and simple? No difficulty. Would you like to take down quickly? Yes. Next to listen here. What are these rates first? Coupon rate, effective interest rate. Effective interest rate. You have to take, I told individually whenever you take a loan, first effective rate of interest you have to calculate. It has to be, you write that. It must be effective rate. You write coupon also, you cut it because otherwise you will tell later wrong. Effective interest rate. Effective interest rate will be calculated for each loan separately. We can't combine it. Let's do one thing, no? Yeah, you apply, I mean, you write till 8.6 percentage, you write. Rest of the thing, don't write for the time being. Okay? I know this is not 100% correct, very much. I thought of developing, but why? Ignore this below information. Below information for the time being, ignore it. 8.6% have you noted? There is a capitalization rate. That should be applied. Correct? Just hold on. I'll tell you. One more situation I will explain. Later, third situation, I will be discussing about this. Don't worry. I mean, we'll come back to the information very short. Okay? 10-15 minutes, we'll be back. Now, listen carefully, carefully. Suppose same example, I'm changing. I think all of you written first. Now I'm changing date of loan. In the last year, I mean 2021 May, we took it in different dates. Right, observe. I'll change the date. That means obviously these numbers will change. All numbers will change. Just wait and watch. Okay, right. Say I took loan on 30th 6 2020. I took loan on 31st December 2020. Yeah, 30th 6 you took means 9 months. Correct, no? And this is equal to 3 months. Yeah, can you calculate and tell me interest? 140 is for, okay, 105. Next, this is 8%, 80. 80 means 20. Correct. 20 means this is 25, 425. Correct? Right. Now, this is situation number 2. Can you calculate and tell me what is the weighted average borrowing rate? 7.08 percentage. All of you same? Right. Which is not correct actually. Which is not correct. Okay. Right. Why, sir? Why means, my dear, whatever the rate you are calculating, is it per annum rate or which rate you are calculating? It is obviously per annum. It is per annum. Then only we can apply something else. Hello, correct? Right. By taking 9 months interest, 3 months interest, how can you calculate per annum rate? Are you following me? Question. By taking 9 months and 9 months interest, the earlier answer correct, because all are 12 months, 12 months, 12 months. So that there is no doubt, nothing to question the earlier calculation. But with respect to this calculation, because it is for 9 months, 12 months, 3 months and all, how can you calculate 12 months ka rate? You cannot calculate. That's why what are you supposed to do? See, I have to adjust the principal. I will tell you why adjust the principal. What is adjustment of principal? You know. What is the principal amount, my dear? 3000. What I will do? 3000. Okay, 3000 into 12 by 12 I'll apply. 12 by 12 means 3000 only will come. But next one is what? 2000 into 9 by 12 I'll apply. That is equal to 1.5k. Yeah, and this is 1000. 1000 into 3 by 12, that is equal to 250.25. Hello, getting my point? Look at now, what is the number? 4.75. Observe. Calculations are all fine. Now look at. What is the meaning of this? 1.5k means we are assuming 1.5k thousand. We took it on 1/4 itself. Yeah, suppose 1,500 you took loan. Just calculate. 1,500 you took loan at the rate of 7%. What is the interest per annum? 105. Have you got 105 already? See, 105 I can't change. Why I can't change 105? That is the actual amount incurred. So I can't change 105, but at least I can assume that 1,500 for the current year only, because it started in the middle of the year somewhere. I assume that I took 1,500 only from 1/4. You should not change interest because that is actual. But principal I'll change it. Then it works out to me. Hello, understood? Correct? Now what are you supposed to apply? 425 divided by 4,750. Now tell me how much is the answer? This is 8.9% is the right answer. So there is a difference, no calculation mein. 7%. This is 9%, almost 2% difference. This is per annum rate only, na? Are understood? So you say example 250 is there. 250 into 8% means automatically you will get 20%, 20 rupees. That means what is assumption here? We took 250,000 rupees of loan from 1 4 itself. 1 4 itself, I took it. Then loan is for full year. Full year interest is correct. Whatever given interest, because I changed the principal. Now both are for 1 year. Now whatever the outcome is also per annum interest rate will come. Have you understood? Right. So here what can I write? We cannot change. Correct. Na? We cannot change actual interest incurred. Actual interest amount. Actual interest amount. We cannot change actual interest amount. Correct. Na? So adjust. Adjust the principal. Adjust the principal. Hope you understand. Then the calculation will be per annum interest rate will be perfect. Yeah. Would you like to take down this question number 2? Reason means first if you know what is the rate, any capitalization rate per annum. Na? Now qualifying asset, you took from 1st August borrowing, general borrowing, so you took 10 crore rupees. Correct. Na? So on 10 crore rupees into 8.9 percentage into from 1st August divided by 12 months I'll apply. If I know per annum rate, then applying that on the qualifying asset amount whenever you started using, na, from that day it becomes easy. And you got 7 point some percentage. That is what? Per annum or per month or what exactly it is? God knows. Agree, na? One is for 3 months, one is for 6 months, one is for 9 months, one is for 12 months. Result is what? There is no answer for that. So that is not correct. Find out per annum, apply that per annum rate. Correct. That's it. Otherwise you can't apply, no? Just take down this. We'll look at next level. काम करेगा क्या? ये काम करेगा? Yeah. Now look at this. See, this is all fine. Sir, 8.9% is this. But listen, man. Now, crucial. One more crucial point will come. Yeah. What is this one more crucial point, sir? See, I am not okay. I can take it. See, 2018-19 or 19-20 financial year, mein, correct? On 31st March 2021, when I say qualifying asset amount is equal to observe, otherwise problem. On 31st March 2021, your qualifying asset amount is how much? 1000 CR. Correct, na? But listen, with respect to S, correct. Next, one more point. On 1/4/2020, my qualifying asset balance is say my qualifying asset balance is equal to 450 was there. How much is there? 450. That means during the year 550 rupees is used from, correct na? This is used, spent. You incurred for QA. Can I say? Are you following up? Qualifying asset opening balance was how much? 450. By the end of 31st March, 1000. That means in the current year you added to the qualifying asset. Means the construction something has happened in the current year. Hello, correct? Right? So now on 550 rupees money is used. If 550, you must have taken from general borrowing only. Yes, no. Why? What is my specific borrowing in my example? 400. Correct now. Out of this 450 also specific borrowing is 400 from the general borrowing. This is also general borrowing. Do you agree? Seriously understood? Yeah, what do I say? On 1/4/2020, I have 450. This is already incurred. Last year only incurred. In the current year not incurred. Correct? Correct. It's already incurred. Next, tell me. Next, what do I say? In the month of April, in the month of May, actually we will be doing it till the month of March. Next March. Correct? Right. I will be spending. If it is a construction activity, everyday work will be happening or not? Correct na? So April month में I spent 150 rupees sir. यहाँ पे 100 sir. Another month में 20 only incurred. Next 60 incurred. Something like that. Some X money incurred. Total is equal to 1000 crore rupees. This is on 31st March 2021 को asset value has reached. Is it clear? You followed question, huh? Question only not understood means answer will never be understood. Now listen carefully. Now how do you apply? Okay, our specific borrowing rate is equal to 10%. General borrowing rate is equal to 9%. 8.999% is round figure le lo kuch, correct na? I don't have any problem. Now how do you calculate interest? You got my question, huh? Practically this only happens, na? Practically you will calculate 1000 into then what is the meaning of above word? Above word kya? Here what? See, the money is correct na? What is that I say? Borrowing cost from general borrowing should be capitalized using the weighted average borrowing rate from the date of usage of the amount. From which day you took how much amount? Correct na? April month you took 50 rupees. So on that 50, either 12 months or 11 months of interest should be capitalized. The amount you have taken it from from that May onwards interest should be capitalized. Something you took in December, from December to March only interest should be capitalized because that money is withdrawn from the general borrowing and used for the qualifying asset from the December, means from December onwards that money interest should be there. I can't capitalize on the full 1000 rupees money, which is illogical and not correct. And every month will you be spending either daily wages or at least daily wages, daily wages, weekly ones you will settle it with the labor. Hello, understood? Now tell me, how do we calculate what is the amount of interest? How do you calculate? Tell me procedure sufficient. ऐसा करेंगे सर, अच्छा हो जाएगा, करेक्ट, दिस विल बी गुड, फाइन सर. Correct. See, you can do, I mean, two ways, not two ways, it's just one way, correctly speaking. See, out of 450, what do I say? You have taken from specific borrowing 400. You already used. First usage is specific borrowing. That means if E50, you have already used in the last year itself. You took money from till the date of completion of the asset. Na? Hello? Asset is still under construction. Asset is QA is going on WIP. अरे समझ में आया? Right. On this 400, am I supposed to apply 10% only or not? Correct. Apply 10%. That is equal to how much? 40 will be capitalized into 12 by 12. Why 12 by 12? It is already used. The full year you are supposed to capitalize it. अरे समझ में आया? Right. Next time 50 का क्या बोलना मैं? 50 का 9% into 12 by 12. 12 by 12 whether you apply or not apply does not matter. I know that, but just telling you. Tell me how much will come? 4.5 will be capitalized. Are you digesting? Seriously? Right. Tell me 50. ये 50 का बाद क्या करो? 50 is general borrowing only ना. Rest of the things are obviously general borrowing because SB is खत्म. SB खत्म हो गया already. Correct ना? So general borrowing. So 50 into what? 9% into 11% correct na? 11 and a half months 11 12 ICA assumes 1st April morning only we took 50 and the ICA assumption, not my assumption. What is assumption? This is 1/4 is the assumption of ICAI. This is the assumption of ICAI. So that means if you assume that 1/4 only I took means then you have to apply here 12 by 12. Practically wherever I did na, we took not 1 or 30th, middle में करो 15th average 11 and a half months को डाल दो. That makes better sense because see I know every day also you may be spending, but daily I mean 365 correct the number of days by 365 that is useless. That way calculation it won't happen. At least what I'll say 11 and a half months ले लो. Correct na? 1 to 30th all must be spending. I'll assume 15th of April we took 15th of April to 31st March. 11 and a half months. Then generally practically wherever I saw we took that way. But in this case ICA assumption, best assumption, we follow that. Okay na? Early morning only they took that is whatever number comes. Are Guru understood? May you spent 100 into 9% into 11 by 12. Are you getting my point? Some total interest will come. This is to be capitalized. समझ में आया? Now you applied the above line correctly. Otherwise a line different, it is different. It should be capitalized applying the weighted average borrowing rate from the date it is being used. Agree na? See, if 100 rupees I took in 1st May, assumption. That means till 1st May, E100 was used for some other purpose, not for my qualifying asset. Correct na? So it is being used for qualifying asset from 1st May. So the 1st May onwards only the interest should be capitalized with QA. Other purpose is not for qualifying asset, means that should have already been charged to P&L. Because of the total interest incurred, when I say this is for QA, means rest is obviously charged to P&L. Seriously digested? Bounced? Not bounced, no. Right. Would you like to take? Right. And, 1/4/2020. I mean from which day onwards they used till 31st March 2020. They already capitalized in the last year. See, interest is only for 1 year. Na? In the current year, how much to capitalize? In the current year, how much you incurred? Out of that, how much should go to balance sheet? How much should go to P&L is the question. April to March, current year, 2021. Big doubt also ask please. No, no, no. Listen, I'll explain. No, your the style of thinking is wrong. Listen, my construction took 2 years staff time. First year, 1 crore I incurred. Correct? Huh? Right. From which day onwards borrowing cost should be capitalized? When the three conditions are satisfied. Already satisfied. There is no doubt. Till which day? Till the cessation. Means all the significantly all activities are done. Asset is ready used. Correct? Na? You spent borrowing cost in the first year 1 crore. Mein. But asset is not ready from 31st March. No. Last year say asset is not ready. Still under construction. It is going on. Banker will charge interest on last year I charged to that 1 crore. In the current year he won't charge. He will charge. So current year also bill will come interest के लिए. Correct now. This also yes you have to capitalize. Till you complete the activity or till the QA is being ready for the intended purpose, you are supposed to capitalize it. Right. Next year what will happen? 1000 plus will happen. Assume construction activity is going on. 1000 opening balance for next year. And 1000 you already took loan, na? Are you supposed to pay interest or not? Yes. But till the next activity completion, it will be capitalized. Cumulative only will be done. Yes. Please. Now have I clarified doubt? Correct. See, generally, if it is except what is that? What do you call working capital? Other rates will not change unless you pull some new loan into the balance sheet. No, got it? Right. But anyhow, every year one rate will be fixed. E rate will be used for this specific year. Even though you borrowed in the last year, this rate only should be applied to last year rate. Last year you have already applied on the same 50 rupees. Current year rate only should be applied on the current year. Like that you can't bifurcate it. It's very difficult to bifurcate. Then again all calculations will undergo change. Problem. Current year this rate and the general borrowing will apply. Have you understood his question first? What he said, maybe general borrowing percentage in the last year maybe not 9%, maybe 8.5%. Am I right? Your question correct? Na? 8.5%. So shall we apply on the 50 rupees of general borrowing which you incurred in the last year 8.5%? 8.5% you must have already applied in the last year. But when it comes to current year rate you calculate because this is what outstanding in the current year. E-calculations are based on current year loan, current year interest and date of loan, etc. Considering that only should be applied. Fine. Applying your way also is not wrong, obviously. But again, correct. You have to bifurcate and do it. If you can do that, well, nothing. I mean, not illogical. Obviously, not illogical. It's correct only. Right. But generally, the current year rates only will apply and the total like this. First, only capitalization rate must have. No, no. E 9% rate is used for this is the calculation of borrowing rate for 2020-21 only. This is for 2020-21 only. First you should do capitalization rate. Then only you should look at month on month expenditure, how much you incurred. Then only you can expenditure go to, but rate also you should know. Na? Then only you can apply that. Otherwise you can't apply. Can I go ahead? Fine. Now, okay, 1 minute. Yeah, I will give you some small question. Think of it. Okay, right. What happens, sir? If you remember, we left at seventh question or eighth question. We left. We just saw that seventh question, eighth question, and we said, no, you can't understand. No, just come back. Correct? Right now, it's the right time. But first, not to the question. I will explain. Okay, listen. Correct. Listen carefully. There is holding company. There is subsidiary company. Subsidiary is constructing QA. What is happening? Subsidiary is constructing QA. Fine. H has given a loan. Situation number one. H gave a loan. H gave a loan. At what rate, sir? H gave a loan at 8% only. Okay. Are you getting my point? Right. H gave a loan to whom? H gave a loan to S at 8%. Right. Now the point is, right? Yes, in the books of S. What is the cost to them? S. In standalone financial statements. Standalone financial statement, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, you capitalize it. Assume this is a specific borrowing. So let's not break your head for current general borrowing. Capitalize at the rate of which rate? 8% only, because that is the cost to subsidiary company. Hello, understood? Listen carefully. Now starts. Yeah, H actually took a loan. H took a loan from SBI, something like that. From SBI, they took. That is actually at 10%. H took a loan at 10%. Passed on the money to subsidiary at 8%. It happens. Holding subsidiary, everything happens. Are you getting my point? Now, in consolidated financial statement, क्या करना, कुछ करना, नहीं करना. You understood question? Huh? I got a loan from 1,000 crores from some banker at 10%. I gave the same loan to subsidiary at 8% only. I passed on. If they have passed on at 10%, I don't have any problem. The problem is at cheaper rate they transferred. I already capitalized at 8%. I capitalized in the subsidiary books. Now in consolidation, what should I do? What are you supposed to do? Right. The holding company standalone financial statement में total interest of 10% would have been charged to P&L. Do you agree? Because they paid it, and 8% would have been recognized as an income because we collected 8% from them. So that means E 2% net should have been transferred to P&L. Do you agree? Yeah? But actually E 2% also, isn't it a borrowing cost for qualifying asset? Overall, from a consolidation means, are you supposed to look at a group level or at individual level? E 2% is for QA or for general expenses? QA. That means for consolidation purpose, you have to pass a journal entry. What is the journal entry you should pass? QA debit to interest expense. Yeah, because you interest expense account to cash you wrote 2%. Now interest expense in consolidation, not for standalone of H. In consolidation financial statement, with respect to 2%, you have to recognize this. Understood? That is one bit. Clear? A question is there in the text. You don't need to, you just try to understand. Later you read it. Is it clear? Sorry, sir. Very good. Now, next question I will tell. Say here it is not a specific loan. This is general borrowings are there in the holding company books. General borrowing 1, general borrowing 2, general borrowing 3 are there in the holding company books. They don't know from which loan they picked an amount they gave. Hello, correct? Yeah, but they gave a loan at 8% to subsidiary company. Now what should I do? Let them die, or what is our problem? Correct? You have to answer. This is important. This is what happens in holding company, subsidiary company. All this golmaal will happen. Always it will happen. You have to find out what is the weighted average borrowing with respect to consolidation. In case of consolidation, first you have to find out. Individually, standalone purpose subsidiaries doing something, let them do. I don't have a problem. But when you're preparing the consolidated financial statement, correct na? Indian में क्या है? ये add करो, correct ना? Plus 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 करो, close. Tallied balance sheet, super. 16 marks आ गया, correct na? That is not the thing, no, practically. Within days, na? Look at the group as a whole. General borrowings are there. You're getting my point. General borrowings are there. So first to find out capital borrow, I mean, what is that? Weighted average borrowing rate for holding company. What is their weighted average borrowing rate? So that is also coming 8%. Means adjustment is not required. But their weighted average rate is equal to 10%. Then adjustment is required. In group consolidation, in consolidation, adjustment will be required. Understood, not understood? What did I say? Tell me. Yes, we will capitalize now. General borrowing only, na? Because from the general borrowing, they pulled money and they gave it to subsidiary loan. Yeah, subsidiary individually must have capitalized it, 8% already. 2% is done by holding. 2% is charged in individual financial statements of holding. 2% is charged to P&L by holding company. But for consolidation purpose, what are you supposed to do? Capitalize karna. Hello, understood? Suppose, listen. Holding company has general borrowings, not specific, but general borrowings. They have taken some 6,000 crore rupees of general borrowings. By taking 6,000 crore rupees of general borrowing, they gave a loan to us for 1,000 crores. They gave a loan. From where you picked it? From general borrowing only we pick it, because that is only there. So, but anyhow, it is now it is a specific borrowing to subsidiary. At the rate of 8%, subsidiary would have capitalized it because it is directly attributable to QA. Hello, understood? Correct. But when you see, correct, in consolidation, what will happen? Tell me. In consolidation, what will happen? In consolidated financial statement, your QA will sit here only in the consolidated financial statement. Now, when I say I am consolidating, there is no concept of H and S. Both are together one. Both are together one. Hello, correct? No, how much you used for QA? 1,000. 1,000 ka group cost is what? 10%. Group cost is 10% or group cost is 8%? 10%. So that means in group financial statement, that is consolidated financial statement, you should be capitalizing how much? 10%. Not? Have you understood? That is the one. Right. Can I take next level? No. You're scaring me only. Yes. That's what I mean. From your end, there is no interaction. Some faces though. Yeah. Exam में the last cannot tell. Like that, if you give expression, I mean, I can't share further. You understood, na? Whatever we know, we can't share because when you are not interested and you are not able to grasp it that level, we can't take you to further. Because if you take to further, na, one more problem for us. Got no practical problem. Not understanding. Why not understanding? Nobody wants. Not understanding. That is a problem. Suppose, think like this. Interest swap agreement they entered. Which is entered? Swap. Have you heard swapping? Okay, you don't know. Fine. Swapping you don't know means dangerous. Right. You will get to know because anyhow I will only teach you under 109 I'll teach swapping, swap agreement, everything. Okay. Because swapping means floating will become fixed, fixed will become floating. Correct. When you enter into swap agreement, you can get a gain or you can get a loss from the swap agreement. This is financial management topic. Correct. Now, which one you entered swap? Interest rate swap agreement we call. Rate is swapping. Correct. Now, I have fixed rate, he has floating rate. Rate, you pay my liability, I will pay your liability. Understanding. Exchanging the responsibilities. Now, because of the swap agreement, what will happen? You may incur loss, you may incur gain. I mean, you may end up paying more money, or you may end up paying less money. Now, is that gain or loss in swap agreement is a borrowing cost? Got question? Understood question? To understand question also required something. Because if you don't know swap agreement perfectly, then I can't expect from you. How it works, arrangement is what? Because you need to know that financial management knowledge is required, relevant, very much relevant. Not necessary. We say it's a choice, accounting policy choice mein kar do. Right. Why sir means someone say I just want to hedge is one, is can happen. Correct. Na? Mean hedging purpose if you have taken, if it is genuine, you can take into borrowing cost, no problem. Otherwise, don't need to take it. You can make an accounting policy for your company. We'll do like this swapping agreement, but it is not treated as borrowing cost. I don't want to take it. You can take both ways, you can take it. That will decide based on your policy. Policy based will determine. Right. Let's go to the questions. Then, yeah, correct. Financial. No, it is optional, but we wanted to save the cost, but what happened? We lost it. Then you can say, yeah, if I incur less cost, I mean I got a gain, then I will capitalize only that less money. If I got a more cost, I mean lost. Lost means whatever you pay interest cost also I will pay, loss also I have to pay. Total borrowing cost I'll take. That will be left to us. Right. Look at this question, my dear. Question concept capsule 9 dekh. Just dekho. Yeah. A subsidiary or jointly controlled entity or associate. Okay. Finances the construction of a qualifying asset with intercompany loan. Just now I told you. Are borrowing cost incurred on intercompany loan capitalized in the separate financial statements of the subsidiary? Yes. Just now we took. I mean, subsidiary took a loan from holding. Whatever subsidiary is paying. Correct? Na? Right. One more question. Now here, now I'll say by reading this question. Holding is there. Subsidiary is there. Observe carefully. Holding gave a loan. E-loan, we used it for QA. Correct. But when I see the holding balance sheet, no loan only E side. No specific borrowing, no general borrowing, nothing. Loan is zero. क्या करना? Subsidy तो already capitalized. You understood question? क्या करना बोल? Reverse करना full because you used it from equity. For separate financial statement of subsidiary, you capitalize. I don't have a problem. But for a group consolidated financial statements, no, you shouldn't because group only does not have loan. How can I say that I have taken from there? Hello, correct? So no. Hope you understand. Right. That's why I see borrowing costs are calculated to the extent actual cost incurred by the subsidiary. It's okay. This question is limited to subsidiary answer. Right? Yeah, concept capsule 10, you read it carefully. Carefully, you only read first. Let's see what you'll understand. Yeah. What is the point is discussed now in the class just now. What is happening? We have taken the bank loan, and with that bank loan we have given it to the subsidiary. Correct now. So end of the day, in group financial statements, in consolidated financial statements, what should be there? Real cost to the group should be there. That extent you are supposed to capitalize it. Then read the answer, please. I have given both general borrowing, specific borrowing, everything we have applied. If there is a holding and subsidy relationship, we'll do that. Yeah. One more information also given with respect to associate. Just go through. If you understand, fine. Do not understand, also fine. Right. See, in case of associate, equity method we follow. I explained a little bit about equity method. In equity method, we don't look at their nothing. Just ignore it. If it is associate equity method, forget. But in case of consolidation and holding, then you are supposed to bother. You have to pass some adjustment entries at consolidated level. Okay. Right. Next one. Is it appropriate to capitalize gains or losses on the derivative instruments like interest rate swap, foreign currency swap, something like that? I told you, there are two views. It is left to the management. It is a matter of accounting policy, as I told you. Yeah, some people, if it is genuinely yes for done, they can capitalize it. I agree with them. Again or loss, whatever, they can do it. Other people can say, no, that instrument falls under category of fair market value through P&L. We are doing this for our business purpose. I mean, trading purpose we are doing, not particular to a QA or something, sir. Then you transfer to P&L. Don't transfer to QA. It is a choice, accounting policy choice. It is left to you. Okay, next. A subsidiary obtained interest-free loan from parent. They got free loan used for the construction of a qualifying asset. Is the accretion of interest capitalized as borrowing cost in the subsidiary separate financial statements? What do you say? Separate financial statements. Read it. Separate means standalone. What do you say? Don't read answer. I must have written correctly. Don't audit. Audit yourself. What you understood? How can I apply in the given circumstance? Hello, understood? Take it very seriously. If you take it light, as a senior, I am telling you, right? You may be around 2021, correct? I am at 40 into 2 almost. Okay, right. So I obviously born some 18, 19 years before only, right? So see in the world, if you come to interview and if you can't open your mouth, what will be our feelings? We know better than you, and you will be losing great opportunities. Okay, correct. Now, if you go to interview, what do they say? Hey, take 16 marks, question answer, Madi. They will say, la. Correct now. Why you can't say correct now? Anyhow, you came to class, learn properly and go na. Apply knowledge and get the gain na. Marks also will get anyhow. I'm doing all the sums na. Knowledge also should come. Marks also should come. I'm trying my level best both. Correct na. If you say only marks, correct, you will pass. Afterwards, what you will do? Again, you'll open book. I don't know what should I call such kind of guys. Correct na. So that marks will come, inevitable. It will come if you learn the concept and practice examination questions for examination. Correct na? Yes, nothing good. But the concepts are very important. Bolo, what do you do? See, if you say yes, no, na interest-free loan, correct? First basic question. When I say interest-free loan, you got it. Means it is a financial liability. Loan you got means financial liability. So today 1 lakh rupees is received. Yeah, whenever I say it's a financial liability, loan is a financial liability. Okay, na. As per Ind AS 109, it is applicable. What is applicable? 109. Suppose subsidiary has to pay me at Y5. Y5 mein subsidiary has to pay me at Y5. Then 0, 0, 0, 0. Are you getting my point? Correct, na? So now, what are you supposed to do now? Discount the cash flows. Discount the cash flows kiya to it will come to somewhere 62,000 rupees. Example, some number it comes. Example. What is the present value, fair market value of the loan you are supposed to? Because if you remember, I taught you as per Ind AS 109, financial asset or financial liability should be recognized at fair market value initially. Correct. Now, what is the fair value? Means present value. How much are you going to pay? 1 lakh. When? After 5 years. Means are you supposed to discount it or not? Discount करने के बाद कितना आया? 62,000 must have come. Hello, correct? That means what do you say? You must have recorded initially at Y0 cash account debit. How much? 1 lakh you received. Correct? To loan amount is equal to how much? 62,000 rupees. This must be. They gave you what? Who is recording this? Subsidiary. This is like a capital reserve for you because free of cost 38,000 rupees aa gaya. Other equity mein dal do. In case of SBP, Ind AS 102 mein. In case of SBP 102 mein. Correct. Now, holding company has paid equity shares to subsidiary employees. What did I say? Capital reserve or other equity. Freely paisa de diya na. Are you getting my point? It is a capital reserve. Free of cost, you are getting the money. This is in whose books? This is in whose books? Subsidiary books. It is free of cost we have received 638,000. Now tell me at Y1 what is the journal entry you will be recording? Are you paying interest? No. But what are you supposed to do? Interest expenditure account debit to loan. Unwinding, correct? On 62,000 rupees, say some 10% or whatever. I have not applied exact rates. Then 66,200, 6,200. Isn't it 6,200 is a borrowing cost or not? Hello? Borrowing cost. Now, borrowing cost has been applied for a QA. Then capitalize it. Now, it's not interest expenditure. Now, I should say QA account debit. QA to L. Loan. QA to loan. QA to loan. It has to go there. Linking understood? 109 catch karke. Again, subsidiary holding concept also you should catch it. Then overall you see what is happening in the books of subsidiary. Read the answer. What is it there? The liability is initially recognized at fair market value according to Ind AS 109. Correct. That's it. You don't need to see that. The subsidiary has accounting policy choice regarding how to account the difference between fair value of the loan and the amount actually received. The difference may be treated as either an addition to the subsidiary equity or an income to the income statement, but generally will transfer it to capital reserve because it's free of cost. That is talking about which number? This is talking about which number? 38,000 ka baat kar rahe hai. Are you understood? Which difference? See that no subsidiary has accounting policy. Difference between which one? Difference between fair value of the loan. Fair value of the loan is 62,000 and the amount received. Amount received is equal to 1 lakh. Our difference 38,000. Correct. Somebody will say it's a subsidy is equity. Equity means capital reserve. Or somebody can transfer it to P&L also, they are telling. But naturally, normally we don't transfer it to P&L. We'll transfer it to capital reserve. Okay, this should reflect the economic substance of the transaction. You just observe and accordingly do it. Right. When the liability is subsequently measured at amortized cost, yeah, amortized cost only, effective rate of interest will apply it. Both are same. Correct. Now, with the interest accrued using the effective rate of interest method, that interest determined using the effective interest method is an element of borrowing cost that is considered for determining the costs eligible for capitalization. Seriously, I feel like ICMA ऐसा questions पूछना रहे. At least 20 marks. Conceptual oriented 20 marks. Test student. Correct ना? Deep में पूछो what is their level of understanding. 80 marks sums दे दो. Full calculator job. Correct. A sums आया दो ना. We can actually, after reading the answers, now we can understand you actually. What level of application are you doing? Have you understood this at least after explanation, my dear? Fine. Chalo nana. Next, questions. Commencement of capitalization. These are all small questions. These questions we don't need to spend time. Cessation also same thing. Okay, one apartment is there, that is there, this is there. Right, Guru. In the effective rate of interest, at home you try, my dear. This one. I've given so many concept capsules to calculate effective rate of interest. To calculate effective rate of interest. Are you getting my point? See this question. Yeah, we said what? Just example. 1 lakh you issued. It is like, what is that? Zero coupon bonds. Have you heard? Or deep discount bonds you heard? Both are one and the same actually. Zero coupon or deep discount bonds you are issuing. 1 lakh you are issuing. At the end of the 5th year, 1,34,000 rupees I will pay. Now what are you supposed to do? What is the rate of interest? IRR calculate karna. IRR should be calculated. Yes, because 1 lakh is inflow, 1,34,000 is outflow, and all these years 0. Correct. Now if you apply IRR formula, 5% is going to come to you. So 5% is what? This one. And yes, use the amortization. This is the amortization table for you. Interest cost, it should be either charged, or if it is directly applicable to qualifying asset, that should be capitalized. Correct. Like that, different questions, at least some 2-3 questions are given. These are all questions for what purpose? Just to make you understand which one? Effective rate of interest. That is only for that. Those questions, don't expect it in the examination. Okay, it won't come, but for your knowledge purpose, very much required. Yeah, see, I told you here also. Can the entity include working capital loan also for general borrowing? Yes. Answer is yeah, because it includes short term, long term, every term. Correct. An entity has an investment income on general borrowing. Can you deduct? No, because general borrowing we start capitalizing from the date of usage. Before where you used, I don't care. Correct. So it cannot be reduced. Right, like that. These are all not examination point of view questions, but yes, these are all knowledge point of view questions. Okay, right. This one point is there. Anyhow, it will be covered. Right, I will explain right now also. You can also write. Sir, borrowing cost you are incurring, capitalize, sir. No, there is a limitation for capitalization also. What is the limitation? But our limitation, my standard won't cut it. There is other standard which will cut it. That is Ind AS 36, impairment. You keep on adding interest. But end of the day, if I say, sir, if I sell the asset, book value of the asset is equal to 1,000 crores. Sir, if I sell the asset, 900 only will come. Then why are you keeping in the balance sheet 1,000? Recoverable amount is how much? 900. So 100, my standard will add, other standard will cut it. Okay, right. Look at this line, my dear. When the carrying amount of qualifying asset after capitalization is exceeding the recoverable amount, how much you can get back from that asset? If it is less than recoverable amount, then correct. Then the carrying amount should be written off as per the other accounting standard, which is Ind AS 36, impairment standard. Can you make a note of it? One line. What is this? Limitation for capitalization of borrowing cost. Limitation for capitalization of borrowing cost. Limitation for capitalization of borrowing cost. Yeah, one. What is the first one, Amma? After capitalization, yeah, after capitalization, what do you say after capitalization? After capitalization, the book value should not exceed the recoverable amount. The book value should not exceed the recoverable amount as per Ind AS 36. As per Ind AS 36. Okay, right. That is the point, my dear. Right. Come to question number 5. This was asked in November 2019. Question number 5. Yeah, good questions actually. That's why I wanted to do it. Yeah, can you try it? I mean, I'll read with you. Just 1 minute you start thinking about it. Correct, na? Then we look at discuss the answer. Don't look at directly answer, ma. If you look at directly answer, no, it is useless to you end of the day. Correct, na? Obviously, not useful. An entity construct a new office building commencing from, yeah, we started commencing from 1st September, ma. Okay, which continues till 31st December 2018. Yeah, and is expected to go beyond 1 year. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe 31st December is my financial year end. Are you getting my point? Yes. Now, directly attributable to expenditure at the beginning. Okay, what is that? Directly attributable to expenditure at the beginning of the month of this asset is 2 lakh rupees in September month, 4 lakh rupees in October month, December month में. Correct ना? 4 lakh each. Means October month में 4 lakh, November month में 4 lakh, December month में 4 lakh. Understood? What is this? You spent money for QA. Hello, correct? So totally how much you spent? 2, 4, 4, 4, 4. Am I right? Wrong. October, November, December. Na? Only 3 fours. Yeah, 3 4 means 12, total 14. Right. That is the first para. Yeah, this is year end is December. You should understand from there. The entity has not taken any specific borrowing to finance the construction of the building, but has incurred finance cost on the general borrowing during the construction period. So there is GB. There is no SB. Super. During the year, the entity had issued 9% debentures with a face value of 30 lakh. And there is an overdraft of 4 lakh, which increased to 8 lakh in December month. Understood? What is that you understood? Tell me, ma. You have two elements in general borrowing. Debentures are there for 30 lakh. Okay. Yeah, this is there outstanding for all what? Throughout the year. I mean, from September to whatever it throughout the year. And with respect to December only, correct? Now, this is there for September, this is there for October, this is for November, this is there for December. But with respect to working capital, what is happening? It was 4 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees. This is for 3 months. Last month, May, it became 8 lakh rupees. Interest paid on overdraft is 12% until 1st October. Then the rate has been increased to, okay, October month, May, I mean September, October, they paid one rate. And December में another rate they paid, 15% they paid. Calculate capitalization rate, only rate sufficient for computation of borrowing cost as per Ind AS borrowing cost. Good question, no? Yeah, can you try? Look at the question only. Ready to you? Right, it's simple, ma. Kuch, I mean, it's there in the wordings if you see correctly. From already we explained it, but linking that is what the question, what you should do. During the year, The company had issued 9% debenture face value of 30 lakh. Correct. Now, first, what are you trying to do? First, how much interest you let's calculate it. First, interest is how much you calculate it. Then principal is changing. So I adjusted principal, some concept I taught you. Our principal concept next you apply. Then that by this into 100 you apply. Then rate will come. That's it. Let me see. 9.5. It's okay maybe. Then calculation round off maybe some difference may be there. But doesn't matter. Listen carefully. Right. In this question, just answer is there. I know that. But I'm just trying to explain. 30 lakh rupees is the debenture amount. Correct? Is it for full year or not? What is the period? 12 months. Correct? And what is the rate of interest? 9%. Correct? 9%. So what is the interest amount? 30 into 9%. How much? 2.7. Yeah, 2.7 is your interest cost. 2.7 lakh something you say interest cost. Is it clear? Correct. During the year, what is the bank OD? Bank OD, let me say. Tell me, bank OD is there for how long? Bank OD is there for till December, October. No. It is there from the beginning only. During the year, debentures and overdraft. Read the question. Only full stop, next not started. Correct, na? How much was there during the year? Yes, 4 lakh amount is there. Hello, correct? Right. Till October, one rate was applicable. Am I right? Till October means how many months? 10 months. What is the rate applicable? 12%. Correct? Then what do you say? 4 lakh into 10 divided by 12 into 12%. Until 1st October. 1st October is 9 months. Sorry, no, I don't have. Now again, I'm not going back. You should tell me. Right? Right. 9 by 12. 9 by 12 means what? 12 cancel. Tell me. How much? 36,000 will come? Hello? 36 lakhs में 36.36. अरे गुरु correct next loan बोलो. Next loan is what? 15% only for October month. It is also still 4 lakh. October, November. Okay, October and November. Rate is 15% only, na? Hello? Right, that means how many months? 2 months. So 4 lakh into 2 divided by 12 into 15 by 100. Yeah, 0.1. Next, last December month. December month, how much? 15%. 8 lakh. Amount changed. 1 month. So 8 lakh into 1 divided by 12 into what is the rate? 15%. Again 10,000. This is the total cost. This is the interest cost you have borne. How much? 3,26,000 is the interest cost. This is the actual interest cost you incurred on the general borrowing. Do you agree? Now, are you supposed to adjust it for the principal? Principal, adjusted principal. You want adjusted principal, na? Right. First, with respect to debenture. Debenture anyhow 30 lakh rupees is there. Into 12 by 12. I can keep, na? Directly I can keep, na? Hello? Yeah, that comes to how much? 30 lakh. Yeah, with respect to bank OD, tell me. With respect to bank OD, what do I do? 4 lakh. यहाँ पे high numbers, everything is available. Correct, I don't need to bother. 4 lakh into 9 divided by 12 plus 4 lakh into 2 divided by 12, or you can tell directly 11 by 12 also if you keep, I don't have problem. Correct, answer will be same. 8 lakh into 1 divided by 12. Right, how much number will come? 5 lakh, round figure, 4.33 thousand. Yeah, I don't know, that's what. Okay, so that means 34.33 thousand will come. Hello, correct? So now what are you supposed to do? 3,26,000 divided by 34,33,000 into 100. Now tell me percentage. 9.5%. Around number. 4 is 5. Perfect. This is what? 9.5. Our answer is also 9.5. Correct, na? See, conceptually not new. Because he gave you some new things, na? There we need to apply. Calculation, which one is new? Tell me. Interest calculation new to ya. Correct. Na third class mein you computed that interest calculation, isn't it? Principal adjustment I taught you at least in this class. Simple. Correct. That is the, I mean, actually not difficult. 8 marks question gutta. If really, I mean, if you're stable mind, if it is there in the exam hall, correct na? Just a matter of 5 minutes na. But you can calculate. How much I took? Tell me first. 3 minutes hardly. Okay, you are helping me in calculations. Okay, 5 minutes le lo. 8 marks means 8 or 6 marks, I think, minimum. 6 marks le to bhi 10 minutes plus aayega. Correct? Just like that you can crack it. Right? Easy question hai, but it was asked, recently asked. Don't underestimate the standard. Sir, IPCC standards are. Some students will tell, oh, is it? I will not comment. I'll keep quiet because I can't bear this. Understand? I'm telling you, I told you now, you keep A, I mean, students will keep ABC. Correct now. If your bad luck is very good, no. I told na. If bad luck is very good, all C questions will come in examination. You never know what happens. You have to study everything. Maybe for one person it works, for another person it will not work. Who is telling ABC will never be responsible. Obviously, no? Learn everything and go. That is what my diplomatic way always. Okay, right. It's okay. It's already, I mean, we'll take a break and come back. Question number 6 also will do. Yeah, it will be again foreign exchange related one. Last point, fifth point is that also I have to spend. That also will take 15 minutes minimum. Right. Anyhow, take break and come back, my dear. Control 2. Yes, running. On 1st April 2001, okay, entity A contracted. What they contracted? Contracted for construction of a building for 22 lakh. Okay, this was asked in which area? No year. Maybe exam, I mean, ICA question must be a good one. The land under the building is regarded as a separate asset. It's not part of a qualifying asset. Yeah, land is I mean, anyhow, they are only closed. Land is not a qualifying asset. Land is ready from the day when I can use it. Building is superstructure. Over the land, what you construct was building. Building construction is qualifying asset because it takes time. For land, what you will do? Correct. Now, something is also 1 week, 10 days, 1 month may remove it and make ready for use. Correct. Now, it won't take substantial period of time. That is only they told. Land under the building is regarded as a separate asset. It is not qualifying asset. Perfect. No issues. The building was completed by the end of March 2002. Yeah, see, from 2001 to 2002 means 1 year it took. 1 year is fine. 12 months you can take it always. Okay, good amount of time. During the period, following payments were made to the contractors. 1st April, first only you did 200. Again 30th, because obviously they don't expect that they will give all 12 months ka number. They won't give. Okay. The first means date also they give, so assumption also not required for us. Correct. Nice assumption I told 1st April se lega. Here they only told date. Follow them. That's it. Okay. This is the total amount you have incurred on the qualifying asset so far. Right. Entity borrowing at its year end on 31st March 2002 were as follows. No Dima. 10% 4 years note with a simple interest payable annually. Simple interest. Okay. Which relates specifically to the project. Means what? This is SB. Specific borrowing. Correct? Debt outstanding on 31st March and amounted to, correct? That amounted to 7 lakh. Yeah, 7 lakh into 10%. But interest was 65,000 was incurred on this borrowing during the year. And interest income 20,000 was earned on these funds while they were held in anticipation of payment. Hello, understood? Yeah. See, you must have not taken on 1/4 only. Correct? You must have taken little later. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. When he gave directly, this is the interest expenditure I have incurred, then don't try to do audit. Correct? Now, he didn't tell which date he took loan. As he told which date he took loan, this is there by 31st March. Year end mein number is there. That is what he told. Correct? Right. It doesn't matter. End of the day, I paid 65,000 rupees for this, but minus 2,000, 20,000. Sorry, 20,000 I should cut. because it is specific borrowing directly attributable. You should cut it. So 45,000 rupees is the borrowing cost. Do you agree? Perfect, sir. Next, 12.5%. Correct. 12.5%. 10-year note with a simple interest payable annually. Okay. Debt outstanding on 1st April is equal to 1 lakh rupees. Remaining unchanged during the, it remained unchanged during the year. Means first from the 1st April, from day 1 only 1 lakh rupees is there. Rate of interest is 12.5%. It is not specifying because he did not tell me. So this is general borrowing. Is it clear? Perfect. Next year number 10% note. This is also 10 years note. Yeah, you will pay simple interest annually. Debt outstanding on beginning of the year is 15 lakh rupees. This is also unchanged. This is also general borrowing. Tell me what should I do here? Your borrowing, capitalization rate is only for these two things. Hello, correct? Yeah, both are general borrowing. Both GB likha na? Are correct? So what is the interest amount you paid? Both are taken from 1/4 only, na? So calculation में कुछ नहीं है. Correct na? Tell me rate, amma. 12.5. This is first one is 12,500 rupees interest. Second one bolo 15 lakh into 10% means 1,50,000. Correct na? So that means 1,62,500 rupees is the interest amount divided by 16 lakh rupees is the amount into 100. What is the percentage? 1,62,000 by 16 lakh. 10.17. Correct. 1 point. Sorry, which one you are telling? This is 10 lakh. Oh, below answer में 1 lakh, 10 lakh idea. 1 second. In the answer, where it is 10 lakh? Okay, in your notebook it is. In textbook, hey, this is that only, no? Okay, this one should be 10 lakh. Sorry, no problem. We'll do it. We'll change it. Then that's okay. That's not some typing problems. No issues. That means this is 1,25,000. That means this is 2,75,000. Yeah, so 2,75,000 divided by 16 lakh into 100 comes to how much? 26 lakh. Yeah, obvious. 25 lakh. 25 lakh. Correct. Now 10 lakh plus 15 lakh, 25 lakh. Yeah, correct only. 25 lakh, correct. Tell me. 11%. 11% is what? Weighted average cost. Now look at the information. General borrowing rate is general. This is the 45,000 is what supposed to be capitalized. How much you borrowed generally? 7 lakh. Are Guru correct? Means E 200 is from where? 700 is there in the. Hello, understood? This is specific borrowing, correct? This out of 600, what is there? Out of 600, 500 is equal to specific borrowing, 100 is equal to general borrowing. Do you agree? Because totally your specific borrowing is how much? Correct. Specific borrowing is 700. E 700 is 200 plus 600, 200 plus 500 is equal to 700. For these two numbers, your cost is already 45,000. That I don't need to calculate further. Are understood? On remaining 100, what do you do? 11% what you got, you should apply from 30th June. 30th June means 9 months. Followed? Understood? What you understood? Tell me. E200 is specific borrowing. Any doubt? If it is specific borrowing, I don't need to bother whether you used, when you used, it's not required. Correct? I don't care. Right. Next 600 rupees mein, what do I say? 600 rupees mein 500 I have taken from the specific borrowing. Why specific borrowing, sir? Because it is 700 thousands mein. Total specific borrowing is here I have given. Specific borrowing is 700,000. Correct na? Malum hai na? Fine. Next, out of this 100, E 100 is equal to general borrowing. This is for 9 months. Next to what? 1200. 1200 obviously from the general borrowing. This is for 3 months. Yeah. 31st March. Note that means 200 ko no calculation is required. 0 months. Hello, understood? Accordingly compute it, you will get the right. On this number directly amount 45,000 is available to me. And on 100 into 9 by 12 into 11 by 11 percentage that you should apply. Let me check. 100 into C, 100 into 9 by 12 we applied. 1200 into this, 200 into 0. Perfect. Correct na? 11%, yes, we already calculated. Yahan pe, okay, my number is, book mein number wrong. Clear? Same concept hai. We discussed this concept also, correct na? With different number, different style mein explained. But matter is this, right? Easy, not at all difficult. From the specific loan, 65,000. From the general borrowing, correct na? But anyhow, you can cut directly 65,000 minus 20. How does it matter? End of the day, 86,250 should be the amount to be capitalized. That's it. That if you determine, more than sufficient. Good question. Not very good. Okay. Right. E question homework you read it. This is done by me. This is done by me. Okay na? Yeah. Here I'll say parent company, subsidiary company. Hello, understood? So this is same thing. Parent subsidiary just now I taught. This is also ICA material. This ICA material. Yeah. Whenever I checked it already. I already checked. Sometimes you will get a doubt. Answer must be wrong. I know. General student will tell first answer will be wrong. No, answer correct. If you suppose sometime your answer is not matching with this answer, na, check twice, thrice. This one I already checked. Okay, right. Just now sometime before holding subsidiary का बात किया ना, holding लिया, subsidiary नहीं लिया, something like that. Exactly, our concept is incorporated in this. That means this also expected examination in the near future. What I taught is only for knowledge, not knowledge purpose. That is also relevant only. Just expect in the near future. Okay, na? That's it. These are the questions we have taken. First top questions are easy. That is all are done. Pa. Conceptually, I have not left anything. Okay, but yes, when you practice it, you will get some confidence milega tumko. That you should also try. Okay, right. Chalo. Now we are left with one point. Let me finish that point. Foreign exchange ka point I'll explain you. What is the point nana foreign exchange ka? Fifth point of borrowing cost when I was explaining, if you remember, foreign exchange difference. Foreign exchange difference. Foreign exchange difference on foreign currency borrowing to the extent regarded as borrowing cost. This is what we said. Yeah, I'll take in 3 situations. I'll take it. 3 situations में 3 or 4 situations में I'll take it. Focus किया तो ना one shot में you'll understand perfectly. Focus नहीं किया तो ना you have to break your head. Right. So don't do that breaking head. Listen carefully, sufficient. Yeah, stop writing, Amma. I'll give obviously time to copy everything perfectly. Just please listen, sufficient, concentrate. Question आया तो right. Till let me explain fully all 4 situations. I feel 4 will do. Okay, right. Later, ask question if there is any. Okay, na? Right. Chalo. Now look at the one. What do you say? Foreign exchange difference on foreign currency borrowing means what? Exchange difference, foreign exchange, right? Do you know, like loan is there? Loan, do you restate or not? On 31st March, do you restate? Because you have taken the loan when the rate was say $1 is equal to 70. Say today on 31st March 72. Do you restate? Do not restate? Correct. Foreign currency borrowings. That means first you took loan in foreign currency. Right. I'll explain with this with example. Without example, it is difficult. Right. After example, I'll link with the terms. You will understand perfectly. Right. Listen carefully. Perfect. Listen. See, I took $10,000 loan. This is the loan amount. When did you take, sir? I took it on 1/4/2020. Oh, super. Then what is the rate, sir? Let us say rate is equal to 5% only interest rate. 5% or 3% or whatever, some rate here. Okay, na? Right. 5% is interest rate. This is the loan I took. At that time, why did you go to first, sir? US, correct? From where you took? I took it from US bank. Dollars में लिया तो US bank में लिया. Some bank is there in US. I took it from there. In foreign currency में loan लिया. Why did you go to US for loan, sir? Because Indian bank rates are little high, sir. That's why. Okay. So same day, that is on 1/4/2020, our bank, our Indian bank. Okay, na? Indian bank we approached. Correct? Indian bank rates are, let us say, some 7%. Let me take some example. A number I can change it. Depending on what I want to explain, I will change it. Okay, this is situation number 1. I am talking. Only focus. Okay, now, right. This day on 1/4/2000, $1 is equal to 70. Okay, what is the journal entry you would have recorded? What is the journal entry you recorded on 1/4/2000 and 1/4 cash account debit 7 lakh rupees to loan amount? Correct, na? You would have converted into our Indian currency 7 lakh rupees. You are maintaining books in rupees now. Any doubts so far? Nothing. Correct, na? Very good. 31st March came, sir. 31st March 2021 came. Very good, sir. That day $1 is equal to, say, 72 rupees. $1 is equal to that day. Arey, samajh mein aaya? Now, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to pay interest or not? Interest. How much is interest calculation? Tell me. What into what? $500. $500, how did you get? $10,000 into 5%. Not 7 lakh into 5%. 7 lakh into 5% means they will not take first. What they want? They gave $10,000. On that they will calculate. Correct, na? $500 into 72 rupees is my rate. Arey, correct? Calculator use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. I need calculations. 26,000. Okay, 36,000. 36,000, is it a borrowing cost or not? Interest, na? Borrowing cost. If this loan has been used for QA, then this will be, if for QA, correct? If this for QA, this can be capitalized. Do you agree? Any problem so far? No problem. On 31st March, though, loan is called monetary item. What is it called? Monetary item. Loan is monetary item. Hello, understood? Right. Are you supposed to restate? Yes, you have to restate it. If you restate it on 31st March, right, at what rate you took actually? 70. 70 became 72. So forex difference, correct? Now foreign exchange gain or loss? Foreign exchange loss. How much loss? Foreign exchange loss $10,000 into 72 minus 70. Do you agree? Yeah, this comes to how much? 20,000. Generally, what do you do? This is forex, correct? Na? Forex loss, and you will transfer it to what? P and L. In general, this is as per Ind AS 21 or AS 11. Understood so far? But what am I telling? Now, the standard is saying, look at this question. Foreign exchange difference. Foreign exchange difference means E20,000. On foreign currency borrowing. Yes, this is on $10,000 of foreign currency borrowing. To the extent regarded as borrowing cost, means out of 20,000 rupees, to the extent, some extent will be treated as borrowing cost. Are you understood? Is this 20,000 is a foreign currency difference on foreign currency borrowing only, na? Yes, out of 20,000, some part will be treated as borrowing cost. Some part will be treated as borrowing cost. Are you catching the point? Chalo, now let's look at this way. Okay, sir, how, sir? How much extents are first? So this 36,000 is a borrowing cost, already decided, sir. No headache. But out of 20,000, how much, sir? That's why what we'll see. What is the Indian rate? Correct. If I had taken loan in India, I would have taken 7 lakh rupees. Hello, correct? Correct. If have you taken really? Yeah. If I had taken 7 lakh. If I had taken in India 7 lakh rupees, what would have been our interest amount I would have paid? 7 lakh into 7%. That's why 49,000 rupees I would have paid. If E-loan is for QA purpose, then full 49,000 would have been capitalized. Do you agree? But because you took it from outside India, 36,000 only is getting capitalized. Aren't you losing this 20,000 rupees also? Hello, aren't you losing this 20,000 also? But are you putting it as a, are you transferring it to P&L? Are you transferring it to a qualifying asset? P&L, because it is named as forex loss. Because it is named as forex loss. Hello, understood? That's why no. This is also happening because of the borrowing. This is also a loss. A lost, what is lost is cost because of the borrowing, but it is going not as interest, but it is going as a forex loss. Correct na? That's why what they say, no, entire 20,000 rupees ko aisa nahi karna. What should I say? Total cost, what is total cost actually? 56,000 because of borrowing. Hello, then what are you supposed to do? Hello, try to understand. If I had borrowed in India, how much I would have capitalized? 49,000. Correct na? So to the extent of 49,000, you should treat it as borrowing cost. What about the remaining 7,000? Yes, the remaining 7,000 you treat it as forex loss, and this should be transferred to P&L as per Ind AS 21. Hello, understood? Means already how much is borrowing cost? 36. Correct ना? Out of this 20 में क्या करेगा? Bifurcate करेगा. 20 में 7 will be forex loss, 13 will be, hello, 20 में 7 will be forex loss, remaining 13 will be borrowing cost. Can you write journal entry now? बोलो journal entry बोला तो you understood. Stay, that's it, my target. First you write separately also, I don't have any problem. Correct ना? First interest के लिए क्या बोलेगा? Qualifying asset account debit to cash. Loan you paid already 36,000. 36,000. This is with respect to that number. Next, with respect to this number, QA account debit. How much? 13,000. Forex loss P&L. Correct na? Forex loss means P&L only. Debit how much? 7,000. To loan, because you are restating, you have to increase the loan. 20,000. अरे समझ में आया? All of you understood? Perfect. Now next question. Question number 2. Situation number 2. Yeah, situation number 2. Yeah, you listen all situations, all you write in one shot. That is best option. Okay, now listen. Suppose sir, Indian borrowing rate. Now tell me. Then ask me no directly. What does guy Papa? He will feel bad. See, this girl is paying Ravi Kanth sir money, asking questions to me only. Correct, no? Bolo. This one, assumed as paid already. You can say payable tomorrow, you pay. What is there? No issues. That's up to you. Correct. I assumed as paid. That's why I wrote cash. No issues. Sorry, na? Any other question, ma? Right. Situation number 2. Right. Situation number 2. Suppose my Indian bank rate is equal to 8%. Not 8%. Indian bank rate is equal to 10%. Indian bank rate interest rate is how much? 10%. 10%. So what is your loan amount first Indian bank mein? 7 lakh. Under that circumstance, what would have been interest rate? 70,000. Now how much to capitalize? You understood question? Correct ना? यहाँ पे 49,000 rupees आ गया. Okay, अच्छा. Something you kept down. Now if you say 56 minus 70 means negative number will come. What are you supposed to do? Entire 56 should be transferred to, because see, end of the day, what you actually incurred or what you actually lost only. 70,000 is not incurred. This is just for comparison purpose you took it. Have you taken loan from Indian bank? You have not taken. If I had taken, it is just for comparison purpose. That is not the actual amount you have incurred. What is actual amount of incurred? 56. Under this circumstance, entire 56,000, entire rupees 56,000 should be, entire 56,000 should be capitalized. Capitalized. Hello, understood? Under that circumstance, yeah, both this number, that's the QA account debit 20,000 to loan 20,000 will come. Okay, na? Right. This is situation number 2. Clear? Can I go ahead? Right. Situation number 3. Dekho. Situation number 3. Okay. Sir, on 31st March 2021, $1 rate, sir, went to 68, sir. It did not go up, sir, down. It can go. We can't stop. Correct, na? Whatever it is. Correct. Rupee value strengthened. So rate is done. Correct. Hello, understood? Now what will be the situation? Our 7% is the Indian bank loan. There is no problem. At continued. Okay, na? Situation 1 ka continuation. Just only one number changed. 72 became 68. Now what is that interest amount would be how much? $500 into 68. Hello, correct? Tell me how much number? 30. Okay, 34,000. Okay, super. What about forex? Forex loss or forex gain? Forex gain. Forex gain is equal to 20,000. Now tell me, pa, how much to capitalize? 34 or 34 minus 20 or 49,000 rupees each side ide. Which number? Question clear? Think. 34 or 14 or 49 or average of all three numbers. Correct, no? Right? Which one here? This is borrowing cost. This will go to P&L. Why, sir? First, it is not cost, sir. Borrowing cost means the borrowing gain cannot be there. Hello, understood? Next, it is not like in case of specific borrowing, I took that money and I got the interest income. But here you did not take money and you did not keep in any bank or something. This is coming because of the forex. If there is a cost, what you lost, that is borrowing cost. It is a gain, there is no cost. What you incurred is really incurred means what you lost is interest is borrowing cost. That will be taken to qualifying asset. Correct? Now this will be added to qualifying asset capitalization. With respect to this, it is a gain, it is not a cost. It will be transferred to P&L. It will be transferred to P&L. Hello, understood? Can I go to next question? Right, next question. Situation number 4. This is 3, I think. Yeah, situation number 4. Dekho. Okay. This situation mein, this situation mein, what did I do? 13,000 rupees have I capitalized? Yeah, assume this is year 1. What has happened? Hello, understood? 13,000 rupees is from interest cost is interest cost. I don't disturb it. 13,000 is forex loss. Forex loss is capitalized. It is capitalized. When it is capitalized, sir, at Y1 already capitalized. Super, sir. Next year we got 10,000 rupees gain, sir. Next year you got, correct na? First year mein loss aa gaya. Second year mein 70 become 68. Could be, na? Hello, rate will not be same, na? It went to gain. It went to further cost means there is no doubt. We'll know. Same way will follow. But it went to gain. Bolo, now what do you do? Question clear? Right. This is gain in Y2. Yeah, loan is there. Qualifying asset also is going on. क्या करना है ये 10,000 को? Shall I reduce it? Shall I reduce it from qualifying asset or shall I transfer to P&L? Not P&L. You should reduce it. Reduce it from qualifying asset because what you thought 13,000 is recovered now. Your real forex loss net from the day 1 to second year ending, it is actually 3,000. Hello, 10,000 gain means what? It is recovered. It is recovery of Y1 forex loss. Correct. Now what are you supposed to do? Credit QA. Credit QA means what is the journal entry you should record and why to? Why to? Loan account debit 10,000 rupees to QA, you reduce it to, I mean, 10,000 rupees. Suppose question is like this. Second year it came to 14,000 rupees gain, sir. Then what should I do? To the extent of 13,000 you should reverse from QA. 1,000 balance 1,000 will go to P&L. Hello, understood? Like that. See, end of the day our cost is from 72 that day to till date. That loss only should be capitalized, not correct na. First year loss aa gaya, capitalize. Next year gain aa gaya, transfer to P&L. Anya, you know, isn't it? No. End of the day, what is your? It's a recovery of forex loss. So to the extent of 13,000, what you have capitalized initially, that should be reversed. Okay, na. Right. That's it. These are the four circumstances that can come in exam also, in practically also. This much you understand, more than sufficient. Okay. Yeah. Take you write down and we'll leave. That's it, my dear. With this, I am through with Index 23. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll get into Index 16 PPE. Okay. Right. Mostly I'll touch upon every concept. It will take 1.5 day to 2 days. A big concept, because Index 16 perfectly if I do na. So many concepts in Index 38, 40. I don't need to do, because I'll say same as Index 16 refer करके close कर सकता मैं. It's same because it is same. Okay. Yeah, please take down.
Ora situation one.
Yeah, that's it, my dear. See you tomorrow.